Today on Eye on the Desert, we're talking about a local theater production of a play called Life Times Three. And one of the gentlemen starring in that is Charles Pasternak, and he joins me now via Zoom from your secret location in Cathedral City. But you're here in town working on this play. Tell me, first of all, a little bit about just your experiences here in the desert.
Yeah, thank you, Patrick. I love the desert. The desert's. I mean, we were just talking before when we got on. This whole area is miraculous to me. It's amazing that I'm on the desert floor and can look out my window at a snow-capped mountain covered in trees. I got to work here once before. I did the tram up, and it just blew my mind that 12 minutes on a thing, and the world could be different. But I love it. Love it here in Palm Springs, Cathedral City. This whole area is wonderful.
Well, and I know I've interviewed actors who've come in for plays before, and then they can't wait to come back just because it's such a wonderful place to work. But we also have a great theater-loving audience here in the Coachella Valley, a very thriving theater scene. This is a really interesting play, and you were giving me a little background on the author, who is French, Yasmina Reza. But this particular story is about a really bad dinner party.
A really, really bad one. And we tell it a few different ways. And it's three different ways, Life Times Three. And what's so exciting about it is the first section is so funny in a nightmare sort of quality way, but it's really, really laugh out loud funny. And then what happens is we tell it again, and there's slight variants, but those slight variants, it's like a butterfly effect. They change so many things. Certain things don't change, and then certain things change in sort of these really impressive, wild ways. And it's so it's for me as an actor, it's inspiring, and I think for an audience it'll be really sort of mind-blowing to watch what subtle differences do. And it stays very funny, but it changes wildly based on just these little twists in a dinner party.
And it really is an examination of different perspectives as the characters progress through this horrible evening, and you're looking at it in these different ways. I think it's a fascinating concept, and I know that the audiences here are really going to enjoy Life Times Three.
Yeah, I think they will. Without getting heavy into it, the two men in the scene, they're both astrophysicists, and part of what they're talking about is the universe and the stars and dark matter and the width of everything. And the play also gets involved in the minutia, the sort of molecular on things. And part of what Reza is doing so beautifully is examining a story on a large scale and a small scale, and just how these little differences in our circumstances in our lives can change things, both on the small and the large. It's really exciting.
Well, we are looking forward to the production. I'm going to put up all of the details so folks can get their tickets and come and enjoy this particular production of Life Times Three with Charles Pasternak and a small cast. But and you said that Reza frequently works with small casts and kind of examines the individuals at the table.
Yeah, very, very human, very, very direct. You know, she wrote God of Carnage, which is two couples talking about their sons that had a fight at school that day, and it turns into a drunken nightmare. Art, three-handed, three men. One buys a blank white canvas, and his buddies think he's crazy. Very intimate, very specific, very small, and yet universal. And it's really exciting work. I really think the audience will love it.
We love what CV Rep does. I know that you enjoy working with them. So we're great. We're very glad that you're here in the Valley, and we look forward to this great production. Thanks for joining me today.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you. And thank you to the community for supporting this amazing theater, and Ron Salona for building it.